Okay guys, here we go again. This is the video I've been promising you. This is the Steyr Aug. This one is semi-automatic. It's an Austrian assault rifle. It's bullpup, so the action is back here behind the trigger group, and that gives you a much shorter barrel, even shorter than the AK, and gives you much better maneuverability. This one has a reflex sight. If you can come around and show them, see if you can see it down the side. And it's a tritium sight, so it never well, there are no batteries, so it never ever goes dead. So we've got our friend the zombie clown down the range. Put on some ear protection so I don't go deaf. And we'll see what we can do. Okay, so we shot a pretty good group, as you can see. The tritium sight is really nice. I put all 30 rounds here in an area about 3.5 inches. And the thing about this rifle with the the bullpup design, it has a lot more recoil than the AR-15, even though it's the same caliber. But I really like this rifle. And today we're going to take care of some pumpkins. That's how you make a Russian pumpkin pie. Let's try something else. I've got a block of ice down there that weighs pretty much as I do, so I'm going to take these steel penetrator rounds, see if I can chew straight through it. I'm a little worried about ricochets. I got the brand new cameraman crew over there, so hopefully we don't have to worry about any ricochets like what happened last week. So let's see what we can do. We turned a block of ice, like I said, that weighs more than I do, into nothing but ice cubes. And that's just because of those steel penetrator rounds. If you can imagine, it's a copper jacket wrapped around a piece of steel, and it doesn't stop. It just keeps going. Let me show you guys one more thing. It's time for a light show. So you guys have seen one AUG. Let me show you what two AUGs can do. So that was the Aug A3. And we're going to have a little bit more slow-mo fun today. I've got my Aug here. This is the Aug A3. You guys have probably seen it before. The difference is we made a few modifications. So now we're shooting in 3-round burst mode, which I've never done before, and a lot of people have requested. A lot of people, especially guys who play video games and stuff, they wanted to see the 3-round burst mode assault rifles. So that's what we're going to do today. You'll get to see just how well we can put 3 rounds into a group. We'll talk about the benefits of 3-round bursts versus full auto and semi-auto, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So let's get to it. Okay, so one of my favorite targets is when we shoot these concrete blocks. You really get to see the destructive power of these weapons. So once again, I got some frangible ammunition in our AUG. I think it's really going to chew this apart in 3-round bursts. So you can see right there, because of the low recoil of this weapon, we can put all 3 rounds into that target down there very consistently. I'm just kind of messing around out here, so I'm not keeping them in a perfect group, but if we had some steel silhouettes, you could totally put all 3 rounds in the center spot, no problem. That's my favorite thing about this weapon. Let's move on to something a little bit more colorful. Okay, I said we were going to get colorful. It's time to make a modern art masterpiece. I think we're going to have to put that on eBay, let you guys bid on it. Let's take a closer look. Okay, so one last thing. We've got our steel down there. Now we're going to get to see just how tight these patterns can be with this 3-round burst, so let's get to it. So that was impressive even for me. I'm impressed with the weapon, like I said. Even on the small targets, I'm pretty sure a couple times kept all 3 rounds on that tiny popper down there. So I think 3-round burst is actually the way to go. There's been a lot of talk about what's better, semi-auto or full auto. I always say it's semi-auto. Maybe it's 3-round burst.